I was afraid if I started talking about the STEP program or if I started talking about life groups, I would spend way too much time on those two programs, but suffice it to say, I am so excited about these offerings for the new year. We've listened to the things that you've said you're really longing for and wanting, and we've tried to create programs specifically to meet your requests and your interests, so I'm excited about that. And I am thrilled to see so many of our Unity community family here. Look around. See who you see that you haven't seen for a while, and just enjoy that we are together as a great big Unity Center family. I love this service, and looking at you, I suspect that you do as well. You can clap for that. You know, you may be doing some fun things this evening, going out partying and dancing and all of the things that many people do on New Year's Eve. Some of you may choose not to do any of that, but what I know is coming together for this, our Burning Bowl White Stone ceremony, is really one of the most powerful ways to prepare yourself for a more beautiful new year. And I rather suspect that you know that too, and that's why you are here today. It's a fun service. It's different than what we typically do on a Sunday morning, and it requires that we prepare ourselves for something new. We are here because we long for something more, do we not? There are things that we know that we want to let go of, and there are things that we know that we want to bring into the new year. And one of the things that we absolutely know for certain is that change is a part of all of that. That the you that is sitting here right now is not the one that's going to be able to do what your heart and your soul longs for. That the you that is sitting here needs to grow and needs to change. And part of that is embracing change with a new attitude, with a joyful attitude, with a trusting attitude. So it's absolutely true that our growth involves changing our thoughts, changing our attitudes, changing some of our habits, changing some of our actions, our ways of being. But it also involves trusting ourselves. It involves trusting ourselves to such an extent that we never, ever, 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 ever give up. One of my favorite scripture verses comes out of 1 Corinthians, and it speaks to the idea that eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered into the heart of man or woman the things that God has prepared for those who love him. And we understand in metaphysics that loving God is not about loving some distant anthropomorphic being sitting somewhere in the sky, but loving the animated force for good that moves in and through all of creation. Loving that and trusting that and knowing that that indwells in each and every one of us, and that we are capable of so much more than what we've already expressed. And that where we stand today, we stand because we have taken steps, we've made decisions, we've learned things, we've let go of things, we've embraced new things that have brought us to this point in time. But why in the world would we ever think that this is it? Because it's not. There's so much more that is always pulling us forward, pulling us toward something more and something greater. And what is important for us to realize is as we answer the call to that something more, that there will be challenges that come in our path, that there will be moments that we have doubt, there will be moments that we are afraid, there will be moments that we don't feel quite up to the task. But beneath those doubts and beneath those questions and beneath that fear, we must tap into that source within us that says to us, but never, ever, ever give up.
Thanks for listening. Sunday services at 9 and 11 a.m. Inclusivity. It's worth the drive. Subscribe to our podcasts and download our free app for instant access to a wealth of spiritual teachings, services, and events.